art show where you type in your request and I will draw it live for you. So we're going to start with a caricature, or a drawing of The Witcher, and we're going to do that while we wait for you to write in with your requests. So here we go. I'm going to draw this character. Now the actor is Henry Cavill, or Cavill as the Americans would say, and we're going to draw a couple of, hopefully give you a theme so you can write in. We can draw a couple of superheroes, and just to give you a guide of who we can draw live for you today. Let me just put this medallion in. This is a wolf medallion. I don't know how many of you are actual Witcher fans. I was forced to be a Witcher fan because my family really got into it. It was actually a computer game, but before that it was a book, and the reason why Henry Cavill was in the lead role is because he was a big fan of the books. So there's even a wonderful reading where he's sitting on a big leather armchair and he's reading the opening chapter of the books, which were written by a Polish writer, and so it's a Polish-American fantasy drama. It became a game which my boys play all the time, but it's also the most fantastic fantasy drama, so I really recommend it. Right, so I'm drawing on all these sort of, the armor is quite elaborate, and we've got a request already from Bob. Love you, Bob. He keeps writing in. He wants me to draw Batman next, so that's good. So the theme is working. I think sometimes people are a little bit shy and don't know what to write in, so that's helping. Okay, I will draw Batman next. Let's do the sword. I don't know how much detail you all want, but I can color this in as well. The live art show is about 15 minutes, so sometimes we end and then we promise to draw something the next day. So you can write in, and if you miss out, don't worry, we'll do it the next day. There are no rules to this show. You can write in anything you like, I'll draw for you. Okay, so we're now going to add a little bit of color, and especially his face. The character is actually a mutant. So I got a little bit into the whole story because of my boys being fanatical about it. And his eyes are yellow and snake-like, and his hair is white. And the reason why he's so pale is that they did an experiment in the story, and they mutated him, and his hair went white as a result. So it's really quite sad. I'm going to add a gentle bit of light here. So the detail is very important for these kind of characters that are in these action games. We need to remember that kids love all the details, so I'm going to try not to miss a trick here. All the drama, the light. I'll put a dramatic background in there in a minute. So I'm keeping him very pale. There's a little bit of light here as well, and I'm going to make his eyes yellow because I'll be in a lot of trouble with my boys if I don't give them yellow eyes and white hair. So I'm also going to do sort of a dramatic shadow down the side here, and of course his clothes are very dark. He's a dark character. He's a monster hunter, and that's his job. But then he gets sucked into politics. Somebody tries to hire him in the story, and he gets sucked into something he's not really that bothered with. He doesn't have any emotions. So he's a wonderful character. Okay, let's keep a little bit of detail in the hair, but I want this dark shadow on the right. Okay, and there's a little bit of grey there. Okay, so I'm now going to put in a lot of dark, not too much because I want to see the work that I've done. And this is also, I'm playing on the light coming from his right hand side. And the beauty of this live show is you can write in, or you can just sit back and watch me do all the work. Now we'll tidy this up. I don't want to do too much. This is a slightly, when I say I don't want to be doing too much detail, that's what I'm trying to say. This is a slightly different way of working because I'm lucky in that everything he's wearing is black. Okay, I've actually made it more of a browny black here. Sometimes in art you don't want to just use black. You want to tone it a little bit. There we go. So we're going to add a little bit of tone now. And detail. Detail is everything. So my neighbor's kids are out and about. Okay, so this is just adding a bit of drama, and that's what we love in these. There's so much drama in these dramas, fantasy dramas. So this is Geralt, the character in the book, in the series and in the game, and he's a very intriguing character. He doesn't have any emotions, but you're sort of rooting for him the whole time. Now let me put some white dots where all his metal. I won't do too much because we haven't got all day, but it gives you an idea of the beautiful uniform, and the artist who created this character for the book and I'm not sure if he did it for the games, but a lot of thought goes into the armor. Right, and he only has that going down there. So I think that's pretty much it on the, I'm just doing the dots, it on the detail. We don't want to do too much, and we do want to, you probably want to see Batman. And I'm also going to show you, I'll just put the medallion in there. I'm also going to show you how to draw Batman, and in a much simpler way. So any of you who are slightly intimidated by drawing, you can have a go. The way I'm going to teach you how to draw Batman is so wonderfully simple. So let's see, maybe even Bob will have a go, and send us your artwork to @quicktodraw.co.uk so that we can share our artwork on the Quick to Draw gallery. Okay, so that's our Witcher character, and now I'm going to draw for you our lovely Batman, but I'm going to keep it very, very simple. And the idea is that I did this design so that you can actually do it on your phone with your thumb. So imagine you've got your notes and you can use your thumb to do the lines. So just follow me. We've got 2 triangles and we're going to go down in a straight line just like that, and then another line just like that, and then we're going to do another triangle, but another triangle, but it's on its side. Okay, I think you know where I'm going with this. And then another, you can do this with pencil and paper, and another one on its side like that. And then we do sort of an upside down triangle, but we just do 2 lines, and a line down here and a line down there, and then the same idea. And so we know it's his mouth. We'll put it here. Oh, quite menacing. And we'll do another little line under there. So now we really know it's his mouth. And that's pretty much it. And you can elaborate. You can go a little bit further and then do that circle. And how about some big U's for his shoulders? Here we go. There's another U. And there we go. So that's kind of your first very simple drawing of Batman. I'm going to, you can always replay this, and I'm going to do a much more elaborate Batman for you. So here we go. Oops. Let me get a page for you. Here we go. Quickly draw a Batman for you, but a bit more dramatic this time. Okay. So this time I'm not going to do the triangles. I'm going to show you a bit more of the classic Batman. There are so many different outfits for Batman, and so it's quite tricky to stick to one particular style, but I'm going to just show you how we can do sort of a different style, which is drama with shading. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do deep shadows there. Okay, and then this time we're going to keep it very, very simple, and the light is coming from this side. Okay, so now we've got obviously his huge muscles, and we want to keep that Batman symbol to go in there eventually. And I love how comic strips always have such dramatic stance. So we've got the gloves, and then the hands are clenched like that. So we're going to do that again. And this time I'm going to just show you a bit of drama with the light and the background. Okay, so I'm also going to do some shadow in here. We'll do the Batman logo in a minute. Logo. I don't think Batman would like me to say a logo. So I was really into Batman when I was a little girl. Of course, it was very different then. And it's quite something that we forget, that Bruce Wayne was actually a detective. I'm going to put his belt on now. And we forget that, we know that part of the story is that he was an orphan because his parents were killed, and that was the driving force where he wanted to do good, and he became Batman. And that's a wonderful little detail, that most of the action heroes that we see are, superheroes, are actually superheroes, but Batman is just a gadget man. He's a very rich man, but he fights with gadgets, and so, and that he's a detective, which we always seem to forget. So right, I'm just drawing the bat. Love bats. Okay, so that's really the simplest version, and I'm just going to give him the cape as well. Which way shall I have his cape blowing? Let's have it blowing this way. Gotta have a cape if you're an action hero. How about maybe we'll have a bit more here. Okay, so that really is, we're coming to the end of the show. And if you want to write to us, send us your suggestions. That would be fantastic. We would love that. I'm just going to block in, let's see if I can block in this grey, just make it look more, there we go, more Batmanish. And I'm just going to make his cape also dark. And then I'm just going to colour that in. And what's the time? Yeah, we're coming close to the end now. And thanks for watching. We will do another show tomorrow. So look out for the advertisement and send us your requests. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed your live drawing session, and we'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.